Konnichiwa mina, boku wa Jeremy desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And I went up to Aberdeen today, area of Kamloops, where the university is, kind of Aberdeen, Sahali area, and did a bunch of stuff this morning, including picking up my prize for winning well, not really a contest, every year at the end of the year, and I totally forgot about this. Our radio station, CFBX, has a thing where they get programmers to vote on what their favorite albums were, their top 10 lists, programmer of the year, and all that kind of stuff. And I, apparently, came in as a runner-up for programmer of the year this year, which was quite astounding and interesting and fun, and I can't believe it, so I was really excited. And I got a couple of CDs for it. Now, one of them is called Yoroshiku by Condria, and I think I've played a song off of these guys' albums once before. I think so. And I'm not sure. They might be... I don't know. I'll have to listen to it. I actually haven't listened to any of these yet. Avesa and Maddie, Love. Love is King, Love is Queen. So interesting. A Deeper Light, Diva, Pramal, and Mitten with Manus. Special guest Manish Demore. And it looks like there's a lot of new wave-ish type music on this one. And Time by Mikey Echo. This one's not even open yet. So I think what they do is they do kind of a library call where they'll pull albums and stuff out of our music library downstairs at our station, because I've shown video before of what our radio station is like, at least the booth part, but it's actually 3 floors in a house at the university that's kind of like the old army style housing. So you walk in on the main floor, there's like the offices and a big blackboard and stuff, and then you can go downstairs to the basement where there's like a little kitchen on the side, and that's where all the CDs are kept down there. Or you can go upstairs and there's the 2 studios, the production studio where they do a lot of the pre-recording of shows, and then the main one where I do my show and stuff every Sunday. So yeah, so they probably pulled these from the library just to get rid of some stuff, because we're running out of space. We always run out of space. There's always new albums coming in, which is fantastic, but it'd be nice to have a bigger library. There's even vinyl too, records and stuff. So how many of you youngins out there know what vinyl is? Yeah, I know, that's pretty sad to say. Youngins. I'm getting old. What can I say? Other good news today, while I was up there, I went to Red Tag Fitness because I wanted to price out some possible new machinery. I want to get those ones that have the cables, you know, that you can like pull like down like this and get your pecs and stuff. Also a foot press. They're a lot more than I could possibly ever dream of being able to afford right now, like $4,000-ish style. So I don't know about that. But while I was up there, I was asking the lady that was working if she knew of any personal trainers in the area, because I've kind of been looking for one that's relatively cheap, just to make sure that I'm doing things right, because I do have a predisposition to back pain, and I do find myself sore when I do my workouts and stuff. And it just so happens that there's a guy that works there that's a personal trainer, and so I talked with him and we set things up, and I told him about my IBS and intolerance to fish and stuff like that, and he's like, yeah, that's no problem, we can work around that. So I'm like, yes! So very excited. And then there's more. Actually, sad and happy. I woke up yesterday and Triton, my betta fish, had passed away, unfortunately. So he was the longest one I've had so far. And it just, Caden and I went to Petland last night and found that they were getting more betta fish in today, and that there was going to be a 2-for-1 sale. So I'm like, should I try another one? I got two new ones, and they're actually, you can kind of see them behind me here. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Oop. Come on here. They're right by the Power Rangers, so you can see the tanks right there. Oops. Can you see them kind of swimming around? So, let's see if I can do this now. So, and now I have to keep them separated. I don't want them too close to each other because they say that these fish are Japanese fighting fish for a reason. I want to get a better tank for this one here, but I bought this little one to go with my new fish today. And oops. So yeah, the Power Rangers are kind of standing on guard there in the moment. But I will pull them down here so that you can kind of see their colorings. Now, I have decided to name them after Ray's crows and also Mars's moons, Phobos and Deimos. Come on. There we go. Kind of hard to see because my hand's in the way, but this one's very colorful, very bluey red, and I really, really like that. And I got this tank just today. And then, the other one's going to be harder to see. This is Triton's old tank as well. And there's no plant in there. I really should put something in there. It's kind of, yeah, he's going to be harder to see. He's right there. And they're both boys. The long-tail fin, yeah, long-tail fins, I think is what they're called. And I like the colorings of the male ones a little bit better. But I try not to have them too close together because, like I said, it's horrible how they fight to the death, literally, especially if you have them in the same tank. And that was one thing I was always worried about with the initial one that I got, that really nice one that had like the waterfall that would go from one into the next to the next, because the flowing water constantly, it could have pushed them through. At least that was always my fear, but it ended up that it still killed them because they would get stuck. The water would keep flowing and they'd get stuck overnight, and I wouldn't find them until the morning. So among many other things with that tank, and when I was talking with the lady at Petland today, she said, yeah, they haven't really sold anymore due to that problem, among other things. No real heat source in the water. The food, when you pour it in the top one, the water would just push it down. It would just go underneath to where the water collects and gets projected back up again. So many issues, and it was sad. But hopefully these guys do well. I'm really excited, and I will be making sure to take much better care of them. And I am so excited, especially about having a personal trainer now as well. So hopefully he can lead me in the right direction that I need, and we can go from there. I have also gone to Target yesterday, got a new vacuum cleaner and a new microwave, because for some reason appliances don't like me. We've already lost our dishwasher, so which is fine because it's just my little brother. He lives down in the States anyway. No, I'm just kidding. No, we just wash it all by hand right now. But a microwave and at least a vacuum cleaner is something that you really need to have. So got them pretty good sales. And there was something else I was going to say. Oh yes. You remember I did the Nicki Minaj Does This Bitch Smell Like Shit perfume kind of thing the other day? Well, I've got another one that I'm going to line up for you. So we'll do that sometime coming up. Anyway, thank you for watching as always, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter too. I'm on Twitter, sort of. But I don't really tweet. Or as Kathy Griffin likes to call it, twat. Tweet twat. So I'm there off and on. I don't know how to use social media properly. But just Jeremy Andros, at Jeremy Androsoff on there. And I have a website too, which I'm setting up eventually when I figure out how the hell to do it. It's jeremyandrosoff.com, which will have my voice acting stuff and music and all that kind of stuff on it as well. So hopefully this year will be the year that I launch everything. We will see. Alright. Jamat Namina, have a wonderful day, and I will see you sometime this week. Bye-bye.